down years have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 36. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Watson off play action.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. First down before being taken down at the 46. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check 3.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd and 7.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. Pushes him aside at the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run with Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. A give. This is Chubb. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Watson. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Again, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. Finding some room at midfield.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They run with Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
67 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
On 3rd down, Harris. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On this drive so far, it's 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens.
And he is going to have the Browns 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's 30 yards now on the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. On the give, this is Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Harris. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They hand this off to Harris, and they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. It's Harris.
138 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they take a knee. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Harris. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are going to win the football game.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they end up running themselves out of time.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Clean. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Browns, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the L.A. Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm